Hello Heather and Yain, and welcome back to our van build series. It has been very chilly over the last week or so, but that can't get in the way of Lottie's progress. We've had a huge delivery of parts and a lot of work to do. In this video we're focusing on our plumbing and our water system, and on Wednesday I'll be showing you all of the stuff that we've been doing with our electrical system, so stay tuned for more. Welcome to this week's vlog, and as you can see, the Amazon Santa Claus came in late this year. We got lots of stuff.
We spent a fortune.
Yeah. But we've got lots of stuff now. We're able to do lots of work. So we've got our water tank, our gas tank, our water heater, our sink, tap, water pump, all the bits essentially that we need to do all of our water and gas plumbing. We're just about to see if this sucker fits. I'm not sure if you can see that.
We're just about to see if this sucker fits. It's a bit heavy.
When I ordered it, I didn't take into account the frame that Yain had already put in the back. It fits the space, but it might not fit the way the space is being supported. That probably doesn't make any sense, but we're going to show you, so let's go. Shall we open it up first, or should we slide it in as is?
No, open her up.
Open her up! It's a vanlife, not a machete. Yeah, it fits.
It actually fits like this.
I'm stressing out hard here, people. I thought we'd paid for most of the electrical stuff. Look at this. Zone in on that figure, yeah, please.
Kinda.
That's not including batteries, solder. That's just bits and bobs. 500 quid of bits and bobs.
Okay, while Heather's stressing out in aero electrics, I am going to come down here and do some work because it was not helpful us both being in there. So I'm going to start reframing around our giant water tank. It's actually only a 200 litre tank, so big but not the biggest. I've seen other people with 500 litre tanks and they said it's over the top and not useful. So we've gone for a 200. Hopefully that's big enough because we're going to live in this thing pretty much full time. So hopefully that's big enough to suffice showering and stuff like that, but not too big that it becomes a pain in the ass, too heavy, you can't use all the water, etc, etc. So I need to somehow fit this tank in here, laying down flat. It's only, I think, about 5 or 10 centimeters too wide, so I basically need to move this bar. Okay, I'm going to attempt to show you what I need to do to kind of rejig this. So I'm actually going to put the tank in this way. It fits much better. It gives us a bit more room in the back there for garage, kind of all the way along. And a little bit less room along the sides, but that's fine because the batteries and stuff are going to go there. So that'll be like quite a big battery area, and that'll just be shut, like isolated for the batteries, essentially. But what I'm going to have to do is essentially rejig some of these beams so that the support, because we're going to be putting a lot of weight on here, lots of people are going to be sitting on here, it's supporting correctly. So I'm going to have to remove these kind of 3 individual beams and replace them with one big long beam all the way along the top, which is going to be supported by this in the middle, which I haven't mounted yet, but will be mounted into the beam on the floor. And then I'm going to do the same on the back. I'm going to replace those 3 individual beams with one big long one, and I'm going to move the 2 supports that I had up into one support in the middle. That will give us more access space through the doors in the back.
Say
so I've got to try and screw the screw down into the floor, into the base plate, which means I'm going to have to lift this up, get underneath it, screw it in with the screwdriver, probably put another one in, then try and put this back down. So I'm going to have to rest this thing on my head pretty much, unless I can find maybe a box will work. Let me see. See if our new iMass water heater comes in handy. Might be too. Yeah. Hey, why are you filming me?
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm cuddling my puppy.
Where is he?
Leave me alone.
Oh, he stayed in
his
bed.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is, sleepy boy. Hello, baby. Hello, Coop. Ready for a big day of van building?
No, but
Wanna be free of this heart, yeah. Wanna feel your arms around me. I need you more, need you here, more than I would like to admit. Let's forget about tomorrow.
was it recording?
That was.
Oh, good.
I'm pretty sure. So that's me 2 for 2 in the old drone. Even under Yang supervision this time. Trying to get a cool shot of Lottie, obviously. And I hit that. Class. Super happy. You can't even blame me because you were watching me.
I never blame you anyway.
Yeah, you don't.
On there.
I think that's a lifetime ban from the old drone set, so.
Smug face, huh? Spent 2 minutes out the side this morning, crashed my drone, decided she was going to come back in and
Make a video for you guys.
edit a film
But also order supplies.
rather than help me build a van. Wow. Bye, Felicia.
And we're back. So, yesterday I left you after
After I finished this. So yesterday I redid the frame. So now we've got one bar, like I said, going down through the middle here and connects to one nice big beam that goes all the way along. So that's supported, and I've done the same with the back. Originally I had a post in there and a post in there, which was cutting my doors in half, which meant anything we wanted to put in a boot had to be like half as wide. So I removed those, put one in the middle and one nice beam all the way along. So it actually saved us a lot of wood. I wish I'd done that way first, but I didn't. So we've got a couple of projects to do today. Down here you will see I have an iMass. This is our water heater. And that is the hole I've marked out ready to cut to put the water heater in. So that's where our water heater is going to go, underneath the kitchen. We now have our mattress in here from when we moved house. We've got all the springs, I can't remember what they're called, but the little German spring things, I'll show you properly, to go underneath here to stop it from getting mouldy, and I want to get that done ASAP because that is going to get mouldy quickly, I imagine. So, 2 jobs I definitely need to get done today. Heather's editing a video, so she's probably not going to join me again, but I get more done without her anyway, so let's do it.
Stop, I can't stop, can't stop.
Okay, so I don't have any jigsaw blades that are quite long enough to go all the way through. So what I'm having to do is drill a couple of holes so I know exactly where I can cut to and from. Then cut the outside piece first, so cut the kind of thicker outside material. Then come on the inside and do the same cut on the inside, and then I can knock it out. So it's working, just very slowly. See how well insulated our walls are now. Now Now we've just got to cut that same shape from the inside and we should be good. Okay, now it's time to see if this fits. Hey! Booyah! First time, baby. It's neat and tidy, darling.
Yeah, well, I had to cut a big chunk off.
Get it on there.
To get it going. Wondering what this water heater is? This is the iMass water heater. It was quite pricey. It was about £700, I think. But it was the only one that really fulfilled our needs or what we wanted from a water heater. So it is an instant water heater. It's got this duct to the outside. We didn't want to have like a flue inside the van, so this one mounts to the outside, obviously. It is kind of more expensive than some of the other models, but it's got hot water on demand, and it's not a tank that just fills up. As I said before, it's instant. So if that's what you want, check out one of these bad boys. iMass water heater. We'll link it below for you.
Because a lot of the others just have a drum that fills up with kind of 10 litres of hot water, and then that heats kind of 60 degrees, whatever it is, whatever you set it at. And then once you use that 10 litres, it essentially just goes cold because the new water that's coming in doesn't get heated up fast enough. We didn't want that because we've got quite a big water tank, and because we're going to be living in here, if we're going to shower, do everything else with hot water, we kind of wanted the ability to have hot water whenever we wanted. The only issue we may have, what was you about to say with it freezing?
Yeah.
Go on then.
You can explain. The only issue is this touches the outside and it's not going to be insulated like our water and our stuff in the rest of the van, because there's no insulation over this, obviously. So if we decide to go skiing, it might freeze, but we're going to test it out hopefully soon and let you know.
And then on the inside, it looks like this. You just have a small box, comes into the inside with your hot water outlet, your gas connector, your cold water inlet, and the two kind of electric sources for the remote control and the power supply. So super duper easy to fit and connect up. Now I'm moving on to my Johnny Age 10 drawing of my water system, following Greg Vigo's instructions from his YouTube videos. We're going to essentially copy his sort of system with ours, and I've drawn it all out on here, and I'm going to try and follow that now. I hope we've ordered everything correctly, and we will find out. What the heck?
Well, I was wiring and now I'm taking a break.
Yeah, I can
Betsy's
see.
going skiing in February.
Are we going to see her?
Well, I want to go skiing in February.
But we're going on holiday in February, so
Yeah.
that means... I wonder if we can cancel my flight and we could drive out there. Yeah. But we'd have to get this van done, so stop taking a break and get the damn wiring done.
Yes, sir.
So, we're halfway through the electrics, we're halfway through the plumbing. 75% of the parts for the gas. So, we kind of have a lot of jobs started but not finished. So why not start another one? Yain is off picking up some stuff to do the plumbing, and while he's off doing that, I'm going to install Froley. Most vans won't need this, ours does, and I'll show you why. So if you are in a normal van build and you're going to put your bed here, kind of where I am now, near the back, above your garage, you'll be able to drill or cut big holes in the bottom of your bed to allow the ventilation for the mattress. But where our bed is, it's sitting on top of a board, and under that board is insulation, under that board is the exterior of the vehicle, above the cab. So what I need to do is I need to put this Froley down. Let me see if I can give you a little zoom in there. It's a German company, and what it does is it allows ventilation under the mattress. Now I have seen people put this together before, and it's like really annoying, itsy bitsy tiny Lego. First thing I need to do though is get this big ass mattress down. So this big thing is our temper mattress that we got when we moved into our first house It was quite expensive, as you can see. It's bloody massive. And we are willing to sacrifice a couple of extra inches of headroom to have this bad boy in here because it is so comfy. Like, you literally melt into it. And since having it, mine and Yayan's sleep has both improved loads. So, it's coming on the road. Job 1 complete. Now, let's figure out how the hell to do this thoroughly. Okay, so I've just opened it up, and this looks like Lego from hell. So, got all these little crosses, and this, they seem to be the main two components. And essentially, the whole area that I want the bed to be laid on, I need to lay out these crosses. You can have 3 different settings: wide, medium, and narrow. And I guess that's what I'm going to be doing now.
Okay, so I just drilled this hole with the saw, just the whole saw now, and I've got our water filling point here that fits in nicely. I'm just going to screw that in now because it's got a kind of rubber seal. So I'll screw that in, and then me and Heather will probably Sikaflex it either now or in the morning around the outside, just to make sure it's completely watertight. Okay, so I am literally we're using almost exactly the same system as Greg Vigo's, which you can see there on the video that I'm going through as we do. So I've got the water tank and the water inlet. So I've got the water inlet put in, I've got the water tank put in. Now I need an isolating valve. Uh-oh, my phone's gone off. Come back to me. There we go. Isolating valve, which I've got here, along with my Johnny Age 5. Then I'm going to go into a filter, the water pump, and the expansion vessel, all of which I have down here. So let's set that up. I've got the isolating valve here, which is going to go before the pump. So there'll be a outlet from here, from the tank, coming through the isolating valve into the filter, which handily Sherfo give you these little just hand tight connectors, so I can literally connect that straight to the pump. Then the pump, which comes with its own little mounting, just little screws, gets mounted straight to the floor. And then the pump is going to run into this accumulator here. So the pipe will run from there straight to the accumulator, and then out of the accumulator through another one of these, and then we'll continue. So I'm going to try and plumb that in now with the pipe. I don't have the fitting yet for the tank, so I'm waiting for that to arrive, but I'm going to get the rest of this plumbed, and I'll leave enough kind of pipe to run to there. Let's see if I can do this.
So,
looks like it's pretty fucking
melty.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh, yep. That looks like a bit of a fail.
Kind of. It's kind of working.
It's a no from me. Okay, folks. So what we've realised is that shit ain't melting. This is what we've ended up with from our experiment.
It does melt.
Oh yeah, it melts, but melting it doesn't.
We don't want it to melt.
Doesn't make it do the thing we want it to do. So let me just lean back against this mattress. Whoa. So what we've done is we've gone onto the internet and we've bought 12mm to 1/2 inch female CSP connectors. That's exactly what they're called. So that will allow them to all do the push fit thing, like, oh, excusez-moi, the rest of the, what are they called? What was it called again?
Can't remember.
John Guest. Like the rest of the John Guest connector bits. So, like with this one, oh, when you push something into this, it's not coming out again, is it?
No, well it does, but you're not really.
I'm not going to do a trial run, but essentially this and let me put you down a second. This pushes in here, and there's little teeth in here that stops it being able to be dragged out again. So we've ordered those for the tap, the water heater, and the accumulator, because they didn't come with the push fit connections. So we're going to now cut up the blue tube, start there, for all the little connections that we need. So we can actually feel like we're making some progress, because today's been a bit slow. Hello folks. The Froley didn't work. We only bought enough for a single bed.
The Froley would have worked, but we only bought enough for a single bed.
Yes, correct. So, for a single bed it was 100 quid. And we were willing to pay that to keep the weight down. But 200 quid for something that's essentially glorified slats. Nah.
Seemed a lot, didn't it?
Seemed a lot. So, I've been putting my little DIY brain to work, and I come up with this system. So I've just run 3 of these across. One here, one in the middle, one at the far side. Made myself some slats, and now I'm just going to screw them all down. And that's going to create some ventilation at the bottom of our mattress. And let her breathe, so she lasts van life.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed. Yeah. I mean, I would love to have got the Froley. It looked like a very elegant, very German solution. But for 200 quid, you can keep it.
Yep. Can shove it.
Let's not be too rude to the Germans.
Yeah, be rude. 200 squiddly widdlies.
So let's make me some slats.
To get 200 squiddly widdlies.
This is our progress, guys, on our
Bed slats.
no Froley bed splats. Bed slats.
Bed splats.
Bed splat.
Bed splats.
Yes, if you would like your Jones bed splat, you can order yours at bedsplat.co.uk.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It'll be £300
Yeah.
because it's
No,
organic
it's less
and
Needs
reused.
to be less than Froley to make a point.
Okay,
So,
it is
150.
$199.
Here.
Get your bed splat. Last few slats tonight. It's nearly
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Do 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 do. I'm squat master. Da 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 da.
I am actually the bottom squat master, that is true. I need
How about that? Next time we're out in the van until past 9, we'll get the drum and bass on in the background.
nice. Sounds like my sort of night.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But I need some slats.
Hit me up with the slats, boy! There you go. There she goes. Hi.
It's a bit spiky.
Yeah, it's spiky. Need to get some ply trim along this now when we have our wardrobes up. So it's not spiky, because that wouldn't be very nice.
That's good.
From the original floor of the van, look how high that mattress is now.
Yeah.
From the new floor, it's not that much better.
Let me see.
You're not jumping up there without the side. Oh, with the
Oh no, I'm
side.
climbing up, I just want to see. Oh, goodness. Hiya!
I'm coming up.
Just don't get your feet on the mattress.
Okay.
Come on in.
Oh no, we're getting all. Well, I'm getting all sawdusty.
Yeah, you are. Very.
Okay, come down. Holy shit! So far down. Oh yeah. Ugh, sawdust everywhere. Ugh.
Oh yeah, I like it up here.
I got sawdust in my eyes. Blink.
You're so silly.
See you tomorrow morning, everybody. Heather's dying.
What you got, Jai?
Big ass pipe. Big giant pipe. Oh, hello, everybody. Big giant pipe.
Oh, what problem we have? What's that for?
Doesn't fit in the hole. Alright, so I just cut the final piece, which is our outlet hole in here. However, I've just realised I've got to try and tighten it from here, so I'm hoping my arm is long enough that I can reach down. Oh my god. I'm an idiot. Let's see. Yes. Ugh.
Okay, so Heather needed me to pretty much sum up this plumbing video, so here I go.
So I have now pretty much finished the plumbing. So we have
our inlet valve from the outside, and we will fill up. That's an 1.5 inch pipe, runs into the top of our tank here. Fills up our big 200 litre tank. We then have our kind of outlet valve here, which runs through a couple of small like isolator valves, through a filter, through our pump and accumulator. And like I said, all of these little fittings are just push fit, so they're really easy. I've then got some little clips holding it to the floor, takes it to a T-junction. T-junction is going to take cold water to our outside hose, which is going to be used for like cleaning off like kit, so kind of surfboards and stuff like that. So we've just got cold running to that. Then that T's over here. And we've then got another split, which is our water, which is going to run underneath of here with the hot all the way around to, sorry for spinning the camera around, our shower. So the rest of the pipe is just over here, ready to be plumbed in. Back to here. And cold water runs into our water boiler through there, and then the hot water comes out of our water boiler here, and then that hot water runs to the shower. And the only thing I've got left to do is run a bit of pipe up to the sink, up to the tap. So we've got hot and cold that'll run straight up to the tap, and that is plumbing finished. Plumbing's easy. Sorry, plumbers. No, I'm only joking. It's fairly convoluted and fiddly whilst you're ordering everything and buying everything, thinking of all the parts and all the junctions that you need. But once you actually get into the kind of pipe work, it's not too bad. As long as you've done a little bit of research, it's pretty easy. And these push fit fittings, I think anyone, if you're doing like a van build, should look to do their own, because it's pretty simple. It's not that hard, and it's quite rewarding. So give it a go. It's not that bad, and we haven't tested it yet, so if it all goes wrong, I'll change this part. Bye everybody.